And Ken Griffey Jr. was a major, major star with the Seattle Mariners, later with the Reds of Major League Baseball. He once was asked by a Canadian reporter, why do you think you've been so successful? Well, he said, my father was such a great player. He said, I was motivated by watching him, his commitment to excellence. It wasn't hard for me to hit the level that he hit as an athlete, and I tend to agree. Ken Griffey Sr., my God, this guy smooth, smooth as chocolate, boys. He could play, he could do the field, great at the plate, great motivator, two-time world champion, and part of course the grade eight of the Big Red Machine for the Reds. Now born George Kenneth Griffey Sr., played from 73 through 91, most notably as a member of the Reds dynasty that won three division titles and two World Series titles between 73 and 76. He also played for the Yankees, Braves, and Seattle Mariners, and of course a second tour duty with Cincinnati some 10, 15 years after he left Cincinnati. A three-time All-Star, hit over 305 times for the powerful Cincinnati batting order that was known as the Big Red Machine for the dominance in the NL in the mid to late 1970s. In 2004, he was inducted in Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame, and a tough upbringing in Donor, Pennsylvania, where he was born. He was raised by a single mother of six. His father, Buddy, a high school teammate of another Hall of Fame outfielder, Stan Musial, left the family when Griffey was two. In a 2016 interview with ESPN, he said he did not see his father again until he was 16. His contemporaries at hometown of Donora did not think he would become a baseball star. They considered his best sport to be football, where he was a star wide receiver. Griffey himself considered football to be his best sport, followed by basketball, track, and only then baseball. At times, he would even compete in track meets during baseball games, rushing up the hill between Donora High School's baseball field and track, between at bats when it came time for the track events. He loved both sports for sure. However, as his high school graduation 69 year neared, he discovered his girlfriend was pregnant. He would soon be chosen by the Reds in the 69 draft, signed with the organization, and married his girlfriend. After his first minor league season, Ken Jr., superstar, was born. Though Griffey left the Nor in 72 as his pro career advanced, he retains close ties to the town, making frequent visits to modern day. Now, made his major league debut the day before my birthday on August 25th, 73, again with the Reds. That season, he played in only 25 games, but batted 384 with three homers. Now, I saw one of his late season games on the Game of the Week. Seemed to me to have like that Tony Perez style swing with a little bit of the McCovey power. Now, the following season, Griffey saw more playing time with 88 contests. In 75, Griffey began to break out with a 305 batting average with four homers and 46 RBIs. His best season came in 76, when he came just short of winning the batting title behind Bill Madlock of the Cubs. Now, Griffey chose to sit out the final day of the season to protect his batting title, and it came back to haunt him, as Madlock collected four hits that same day. Griffey entered the game late after hearing the news, but went 0 for 2. Many baseball purists were disappointed in Griffey, and perhaps more so in his manager, Sparky Anderson, for choosing him to sit out to gain an individual accolade. Griffey finished with a career-high 336 that campaign. He also finished 8th in the MVP voting and was named to the Sporting News NL All-Star team. The Reds would then win their second consecutive world title in 76, but that year also marked the beginning to end of their Big Red Machine phase. In the next four seasons, he batted 318, 288, 316, and 294 with a total of 43 home runs. In Griffey's final season of his first stint with the Reds, the strike short in the 81 campaign, he batted 311 with only two home runs and 34 RBIs. Now, after the 81 season, the Reds traded Griffey to the Yankees for Fred Tolliver and Brian Ryder. He played for the Yankees from 82 to 86 at first base and outfield, but injuries plagued him heavily, and Griffey, who hit 306 with 11 homers and 46 RBIs in the best season with the Yankees, couldn't match those numbers because of injuries in the other campaigns. Tommy John thought that Griffey was a better player on Astro turf fields like Riverfront than natural grass fields like Yankee Stadium. Now, an incident during his tenure where he was told to take his son off the field while white teammate Greg Nettles' son was allowed to stay resulted in Griffey's son refusing to ever sign with the Yankees. Now, there's some question if that was racist or whatever, but Griffey basically said, ain't no way that's going to happen. Now, In '86, Griffey was shipped out mid-season to the Atlanta Braves, where he played for only one full season. Griffey was traded back to Cincinnati in the middle of the '88 campaign. He only spent the '89 season with the Reds and was then released in the middle of the Reds championship 1990 season, signing with the Mariners to conclude the season, joining his son Ken Jr. By becoming teammates with his son, they became the first father and son to be teammates in Major League Baseball. He didn't play in the 1990 World Series, but he got a ring anyway. He spent only one more season with the Mariners in '91 before retiring after 19 seasons. In nearly 2,000 games, he had a batting average of .296, 150 double homers, and 859 RBIs. Griffey was also the most valuable player of the 1980 All-Star Game. And in 2004, he published his memoir, Big Red, Baseball, Fatherhood, and My Life in the Big Red Machine, in which he discussed his childhood, formative years, pro career with both the Reds and the Yankees, and his relationships with friends and family. Now, Joseph Buddy Griffey was a local athlete who was a teammate again of Stan Musial on the Donora High School baseball team. He was, again, the father of Griffey Sr. and the grandfather of Ken Griffey Jr. The Griffeys, Ken Sr., Ken Jr., became the first father and son tandem to play in a Major League Baseball team at the same time. They played their first game together for the Mariners on August 31st, 1990. And on September 14th, 1990, father and son hit back-to-back home runs in the game against the Angels. This is the only time in Major League history that this has happened. Griffey's younger son, Craig, played in the Mariners minor league system and appeared with his brother in the outfield during some Cactus League games. And of course, I think there's a score baseball card to treat him. Now, Craig Griffey retired from baseball after failing to make it past AAA, where he appeared in a handful of games with the Tacoma Rainiers. Now, when Griffey was inducted in Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame in 2004, he eventually found his hometown in Winter Garden, Florida. Now, he was hired as a batting coach for the Dayton Dragons, the Reds single-A minor league affiliate. In 2011, he was named manager of the Bakersfield Blaze, the Reds single-A affiliate of the Cal League. In 2014, he was replaced by Pat Kelly. Now, Griffey has remained in the organization as a roving instructor, focusing on hitting and bunting. His grandson, Trey Griffey, went undrafted in the 2017 NFL draft, but spent time with the Colts, Miami Dolphins, and the Steelers. Now, Griffey is married to Valerie Griffey. He's, the family lives in Breckenridge, Ohio. He's, like I said, he's also the grandfather of Trey Griffey, former wide receiver in the NFL. Now, he and his elder son, Ken Jr., share the same birth town as Baseball Hall of Famer Stan Musial, and Ken also shares the same birthday as Musial, which is November 21st. So just a quick recap. Three-time All-Stars, 76, 77, 80. Two-time World Series champion, 75 to 76. Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. Reds, 73, 81, and 88 to 90. Yankees in their Don Mattingly years, 82 to 86. Braves, 86 to 88. And Mariners again, playing with his son, 90 to 91. Now Griffey, like I said, very, very smooth. Not also known for his speed, but a good what he called first or third runner. And his defense was outstanding, always has been. So like I said, but Pennsylvania boys, they were very proud of Griffey. I think he's been recognized by various social and community groups in the beautiful town of Donora. And like I said, I really miss watching them play because I was spoiled. I saw both Griffeys play, and from 1973 onward, it was almost like literally 4 full decades to watch the both of them, and it was just tremendous. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our latest Cincinnati Red podcast. If you like what we're doing here, give us a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.